tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out.
Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for coming and sharing some time with me. Welcome, new subscribers. We hit 400. Oh my gosh, we hit 400. I'm so excited. So, today we are going to talk about why you should not live in fear. Okay? With everything that has happened, okay, and I'm talking about cumulative happened to you, to your grandparents, to your parents, to your grandparents, to your great grandparents, and so far back that you can't even trace. There has been a lot of horrible things, okay? But there has also been a lot of good things. There's been a lot of great things, all right? And one thing I know is that when you are looking to be clear-headed, when you're looking to fight, when you're looking to overall win in any circumstance or situation in your life, you must do so with a clear head, okay? With clear, actionable thoughts and feelings. And when you are in fear, when you are anxious, you cannot do any of that. I was watching a video when I was traveling back from Milwaukee, and it mentioned that fear not is in the Bible 365 times. And I was like, really? Who sat there and caught it? You know, and I Googled it because that's who I am. And I found that it's true, right? I actually looked at the different Bible verses because I had nothing but time. I did look at the different Bible verses that is actually mentioned in. And I'm not a religious person, but I know how to take information from anywhere and apply it for what I need. And for me, fear not being mentioned 365 times in the Bible is like a guidebook. You can pick a verse a day, one verse for every day of the year, to remind yourself why you should fear not. Okay? But all the times where it's mentioned God alongside of it, because God will make a way for you, God will help you through. Be anxious over nothing, for if God knows the birds need to eat, then He knows that you need to eat too, right? The God that it mentions for me is, of course, your own higher understanding. So yes, because of all the trauma, there's a lot of things and reasons to be afraid and scared and unsure. Okay? But you have to focus on the great things that have happened and take solace that you should fear not, because all your needs are already provided for once you have a clear head. If you're in a constant state of fear, you are cloudy, you are foggy, and you're making decisions based from a certain place that is not really conducive to you. It doesn't really help you. It's not really going to allow you to move in a space that is clear and precise. If you've never read the book, The Art of War, you should definitely go and read that book. You should definitely go and read that book. It breaks things down in such a simplistic way, especially now for the tribulations that our society is going through right now, that our human collective is going through right now. And it will remove fear from your heart, because when you know what your enemy is doing, or maybe not so much your enemy, but just the person that doesn't want to see you win, when you know how they move and you know what their end all be all game is, you know how to strategically counteract, and you will not do so in fear. The things that make you afraid are probably more afraid of you. I myself used to be afraid of bugs and insects. We can take spiders, for example. And I found that most spiders aren't even poisonous. Most, okay? They're not even poisonous. They do a lot for our ecosystem. They know when to come out at the right time, when to spin those silk webs, when to catch those over insects. And if they feel a human approaching, they can tell by the vibration. They can read the vibration, and they will probably run and skitter away. Look how smart the spider is, but yet we're so afraid. We see it, we want to stomp it. Meanwhile, it's catching the little insects and clearing the air and doing other certain things for us that we don't even know about. But we're just afraid because it has legs and we don't know what it is and we want to kill it. When you don't understand or understand something, you can become afraid of it, and then it has control over you. Because most of the time when you're afraid, with that cloudy, foggy head, you won't even move forward. You're just so concerned about finding something to take away the fear. You just want something to come in and save you and allow you to feel safe. But you have to know that the security comes from within. Because the only reliable energy that you should be putting your faith in is yourself. And I know that we're told that you shouldn't trust yourself, that we don't know best because we don't know everything. But I guarantee you that you know your body, you know your circumstances, you know your needs more than anyone. Better than anyone. If you are a full functioning adult, not even. If you're a full functioning, you're functioning at full capacity, I would say from the age of 15 up, you know what's good for you. You have a good enough experience and a good enough feel for your body to know what's right and what's wrong. Y'all better start listening to some of these children. Especially this younger generation. They're not afraid. They're so not afraid to live and be what they feel is authentic that they're blurring the lines. They're blurring the lines so much because they have no care, they have no fear. You think they're worried about this pandemic? They're not worried about it. You think they're worried about these politicians? They're not. You think they're really worried about celebrities? No, because they realize that they are the celebrity. They're switching things up. A lot of these children, adolescents, young adults live with no fear. And they're taking things to such a new height. They're able to take things so much further than people that have been conditioned. See, there's a finite generation that was groomed to be warriors, soldiers, real men and women. The G.I. Joe era. Because they were programmed hey, the Russians are coming, so we got to fight them. The He-Man era, the Transformers, the real ones. Then you had the soft generation who was raised without parents because of other pandemics that were happening. And they, and I say they, although I could fall in that category, they were conditioned and groomed to be fearful. But then their children and their children's children grew up free in front of technology and realized, hey, wait a minute. I can find certain things out. I can go certain places. What I'm scared of? You saying this is this, but I looked up online and it says it's BS. Stop living in fear. Fear not. It is such a low level frequency. Stop being afraid. Fear is the enemy of progress. Fear is cousin to procrastination. Fear not. And be anxious over nothing. Raise your vibration to a point and a level where fear and anxiety can't even see you, can't even touch you. You won't even recognize it. You'll be on a whole nother echelon. And who gonna stop you then? Live fearless, because nothing can touch you. Nothing can stop you. You are more powerful than you realize. The God is within you. The energy is within you. But it can only flourish and reside in a high vibrational, sacred space. That's why your body is your temple, to hold this high vibration. And fear is definitely not on that vibration. Say no. Don't take it if you don't want it. Don't say yes if you want to say no. Don't feel that you have no choice. Choice is an illusion. You always have the choice. And the choice is always what's good for you and what's not good for you. And you should always do what's best for you. Do what's best for you without fear. Consequences, be damned. Because it's going to happen regardless. Other people's opinions, be damned. Because they're going to come regardless. Live your life. Be happy. Be free. Do not live in fear. Do not let it stifle you. Do not succumb to that lower level energy. I know there's a lot of things, a lot of reasons out there to make you have concern. But I guarantee you, your concern should be for you and your families and your loved ones' well-being. And your well-being starts with what you feed your mind, body, and soul. So that's all that I have for you today, wealthy family. Stay high vibrational. Fear not, because all your needs are met. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.